Welcome to Otto & Sons Rose Care University. Today we're going to talk about how to do a dormant trim on Floribunda roses. Floribunda roses are typically smaller flowers. They have smaller stems and there's multiple flowers on those stems. This is lavender veranda. Here's mango veranda over here. Kind of shows you these typical stems like that. And we're going to show you how to trim those for your dormant pruning program that you'll be doing in January in the wintertime. So with Floribundas, they have those smaller stems, and your first thing you want to do is you want to prune the plant back about 50%. So you're going to come through and just trim it. If it's a 5-foot plant, trim it to about 2.5. 6-foot plant, about to 3. So we're going to come through and trim it about halfway. So here's the easiest way we found to trim these plants. Timmy? Okay, any questions on how to prune a Floribunda? Okay, we're going to do a little bit more than that. Today we've trimmed it back 50%, and now we're going to go through and do a little bit of cleaning. On the hybrid teas, we're looking for a vase shape. In this case, we're not looking for a vase shape, we're looking for more of a ball. A ball, and within those balls, the branches are spaced apart so that you create that air circulation. But you're still going to go through and look for dead and diseased and dying branches and remove those. Anything crossing, you're going to remove those. That's your first thing you're going to look for, okay? Often the hedge trimmer leaves ragged edges where it's been cut because it's not a really clean cut. By going through with the loppers or the pruners, you see the edge on there is very shredded, but by clipping it, he gets a nice clean cut. That's what we want to get, a nice clean cut. So he's going to go through and do a little bit of trimming and cleaning up that way. Okay, now Timmy's going to go through, he's going to work on thinning out the inside, removing any crossing branches and diseased branches. These plants have been in the ground for about a year now, so they've had a good year's growth. We planted these last February, and they've done a really good job this last year growing to be strong and healthy. But there's still some crossing branches in there. You have that every year. So Timmy's working on cleaning this up and taking the branches out, removing all the crossing branches, removing all the dead and diseased branches, and he's thinning out the branches so that there's air circulation within the canopy of the plant. He's kind of rounding it off so it's a nice clean cut plant, and he's not worried about the bud eyes. If you saw the other video on hybrid teas, we were really concerned about which way the bud eyes were going to go. Floribundas, we don't need to worry about that. We're looking more for just spacing those branches out so they're evenly spaced within the canopy of the plant. All right. So once he finishes the little more trimming over here, maybe a little more thickness down there, trim that up a little bit in there. Yeah, looks nice. Yeah. So some people say you should remove all the leaves from the plants. We don't necessarily do that here, but you see the pruning has gotten a lot of leaves off. So if you want to go and pull some of those leaves off, Timmy, it takes a little bit of time. You can pull each one off, and it removes any possible disease spores that might be left on those leaves, and then rake those up and get rid of them when you're done. When you're finished with this, you'll go through and do a dormant spray using the copper and oil products, and then mulch, a good thick layer of mulch. I wouldn't fertilize until mid-February on the Floribundas. On all the roses, I would wait till mid-February. I usually take Valentine's Day and fertilize at that point. The soil's warmed up, the weather's warmed up, and you'll get a great set of flowers. So that's Floribundas. Any questions, you can write them on the list, and we'll respond when we can. And have a great day and enjoy your gardening.